The Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. How are you, Dr. Fred Jones?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Awesome. I'm so glad to have you here today. Y'all, we are in for a treat. So you are going to hear the most lovely, inspiring story today of a person that has found love after the age of 60 years old, Dr. Fred Jones. And as modest as he is over there, he has a story to tell, y'all. He has a total story to tell. So go ahead and invite your friends, your family, your coworkers, everyone into today's broadcast. We're talking with Dr. Fred Jones about finding love after the age of 60. Let me see who's in the studio audience already. Okay, I see you said I'm here and I am single and over 50. Woo-hoo! Way to go, Paula. Now, Dr. Fred, let me get your name. I may be able to connect you with a buddy. He's not available. But he can connect you with one of the friends. You never know. Stephanie Hart said, good morning. Yeah. Glad to have you here today, Stephanie. As you all come in, let us know that you're visiting in and let us know where you're visiting in from. I will put a comment up here and pull it over to the screens for everyone to see your shout out, okay? Dr. Fred Jones.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, and Stephanie said, wait a minute, don't start nothing without saying I'm 50 and I'm single. I think they waited until you came on the show to see you and your professionalism to determine if they want to start shouting out whether they're single or available or not. Because then you might have some great friends that are also single, right?
Yeah, I do. I at least got one brother that's single.
Y'all better go ahead on. And now you know my philosophy, just so everybody's watching. I don't obviously believe that women need to find a man. I believe that he that finds a wife finds a great thing. So I don't believe in women going and searching and out here trying to scope the scene and figure out. Do what God gifted you to do and be where God has for you to be in your life as a woman. And guess what? He will find you. Who God has for you is for you and only you, not everybody else. All right. Okay. So Dr. Fred Jones,
yes,
introduce this man. He is our guest today. He is the world's only worthologist. Do you hear that? Worthologist and book coach. He found the love of his life with some help from some special people that he will tell us about. And a free gift to the audience is to tell your story and publish a book. And he's going to help with register for his free Amazon best-selling training at drfredjones.com/class. So we're going to learn a lot about this man. He was married for 23 years, got divorced, and I'm not going to tell his whole story. I'm going to let him tell the story. Welcome, Dr. Fred Jones. How are you?
Thank you. Doing great. Good to be here. Thank you, man, for this opportunity.
All right. So how far do you want to go back? Because I don't want to take you all the way. You over 60, so I don't want to take you all the way back to your childhood. Let's take maybe starting with your professional career, when things kicked off for you when you graduated from college or something. Tell us.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in the country, Fort Necessity, Louisiana. Love the country life. From a small family of about 14 children, 9 girls and 5 boys, and you said from the professional life.
Oh no, you can. No. Take the start. I didn't want the whole. When you're a little bit more seasoned, sometimes going all the way back and make the whole hour. But guess what? Go all the way back. You grew up where you grew up.
Yeah, I grew up in Louisiana. Okay. And I always knew I wanted to be a lawyer because I used to see people come to church and the leadership of the church wasn't always savvy or educated enough to see what the elected officials and the people would come in and they would want the support of the church.
Okay.
And I didn't like that. And so I'm like, as a kid, I was like, they bought the whole church for an offering and everybody in the church was voting, going with that person. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go to law school. I want to be a lawyer. And sure enough, went to law school, became a lawyer, and just struggled with the bar exam and so forth. But professionally, I passed the bar exam, became a member of the United States Supreme Court, and got married. And I was married about 7 years, and my marriage fell apart, and I wasn't ready. And I take full responsibility for that. And after that, I decided that I'm going to work on me. Now, here's the thing about my journey that I really love, and that is I took about 10 to 15 years after my divorce to just work on me,
Okay.
to work on me.
10 years to work on you.
And
what did working on you look like?
Well, I'll tell you. I was in Atlanta and I was rearing 2 boys by myself. And every Christmas I was trying to get married because I wanted some help, right? Every Christmas. I mean, it was every Christmas.
Every man out here that's single, if you can relate to what Dr. Jones just said, put a 1 in the comments. Even if you're watching a replay. Okay, so you wanted to get married around
Every
Christmas time.
Every Christmas.
So
Holidays,
help do some shopping for you? What
shopping, whatever, anything. Just I needed some help.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I realized that all these broken relationships, I was the only common denominator.
Wow.
And so one of these Christmas, I was about to try to get married, and it was about 2006. My buddy out in Atlanta, Otis, I met this lady, and then I was going to get married in about 3 months.
Almost there, almost.
I thought I was ready, and it fell apart, and I was devastated. And it was in 2006 that I got into a class called Living Waters, Healing the Sexually Broken. I was in church, and I was a God-going man, and I loved Jesus and everything, but I was struggling in that area.
Interesting.
And so I got in this class, paid $500, Healing the Sexually Broken, and about 7 years later, I came out whole, and I was a full, complete man.
What did you think? Because I mean, you taking us there already, and so what do you think made you whole from your own words?
Oh yeah, confronting myself.
Interesting.
Allowing myself to confront myself.
Wow. Confronting I know you typing that, Cassandra, backstage. Yeah, she's shaking her head. She said, yeah. Confronting yourself. How many of us confront ourselves when we are going through broken phases of our lives? Wow. Okay, so when you came front and center with yourself, what did you say to yourself that you felt was that epiphany, that moment of change where you said, this has brought me back to slapping myself into reality of who I am to become whole?
Yeah. You mind if I unpack that just a little bit?
Unpack it all the way and then unpack it however you want.
So I go in
the judge. I mean, what did you say?
No, the daughters are the judge. What
am I talking about? The twin daughters are the judge. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I go into this class, and then night number 1, okay, mind you now, I'm realized I'm broken, and my relationship is falling, and I'm trying to live right. I'm trying to honor God, but I was falling all over the place. So I go into this class, and night number 1, I sit next to this guy and his wife. He said, I'm here because I cheated on my wife with another man. And I looked over there. I was trying to keep my straight face and, not be judgmental. And I straightened up and I said, okay. And then, the next night I come back, the woman said, I'm in here. She said, can't no man do for me what another woman can. I said, Lord, what in the world have I got myself into? This is what I'm talking to myself. I'm still struggling. I'm still falling and getting up, falling. Right. I'm trying to get this thing together. I'm realizing I got an issue. The third night I come in there, and this little guy said, I was driving down the road, and he said, I saw this sign of a man. I saw a picture of another man, and he said, I got excited. And by then, Kim, I said, Lord, these people are going to have to give me my money back. I said, this is crazy. But it was in that moment the Holy Spirit grabbed me by the collar and said, "You are no better than any of the rest of these."
That's
I
right.
sat back in my chair, and about 7 years later,
Wow.
I became whole. Whole by looking at myself, confronting myself, and then putting accountability in place to grow myself. I became accountable to people that I had to be honest with about my personal life. And God bless Bruce and his ash in heaven. That was one of my buddies that I was accountability partner. He's deceased now. But that man walked alongside of me non-judgmentally until I could get my strength back.
Mm.
God positioned me and strengthened me so that I could walk upright and respect me. And when I learned how to respect me, I was able to relearn how to respect women.
That's interesting. Right there, before you go any further, we're talking with Dr. Fred Jones, and he's talking about how he found love after the age of 60. But one of the things that he just talked about was when he was kind of finding himself after getting divorced. And he came into a situation where he was dealing with people that were attracted to same-sex situations. And he was like, I need my money back type of thing, according to what his story is. But he realized, and it was an epiphany, an awakening in his own life, that he realized who is he to judge? He's no better than anybody else that's in that room. And so I'm just summarizing for those of you that just came on. This is already such an enlightening discussion, because when we think that we're better than somebody else, we can expect that we're going to have a mighty fall very soon thereafter, because God did not make us to be better than anybody else. We're all in this journey together. So, okay, so we're talking with Dr. Fred, and I see a lot of comments. Lucretia said, wow. Okay, that's what Stephanie said. Some more comments that came in. I moved away for almost 2 years with just myself. Paula Shea Queen Favre says, that's good. Confronting yourself. Wow. Yes, I had to do the same, Paula said. Interesting. Confronting myself. Praise God. Good morning. And I'm 60 and single here. Adrienne Blount. Oh, she's a sweet. Oh my gosh. If your brother, I don't want to, okay, I'm not doing no match. I should be doing no matchmaking show, right? Please, I know. Cassandra's like, Kim, please don't try to matchmake. She's like, no, don't do this on the show. But I can definitely say that Adrienne Blount is a wonderful person, and I'm so excited that you're on today. How about that? I can say that. I'll leave it at that. Wow, she is just a jewel. Okay. Every Christmas, you sought a wife. That's funny. Working on me, Pastor Clarissa Bliss had said. Good morning and nice to meet you, Lucretia said. Okay, so lots of comments. I'll try and keep popping all of your comments up throughout the. Oh, Adrienne said, laugh out loud. She's like, girl, you better go on and talk about me so I can get out of this single phase. All right, everybody. So we're talking with Dr. Fred Jones today about finding love after the age of 60. You want to unpack that story some more before we take a commercial break?
Well, basically, that story brought me to a place of wholeness. That was a journey of wholeness there that I just kind of capsulized. And after I got whole and I learned how to love and respect me, then I became a real, then I was able to put myself in position to really be the kind of man that God would want me to be for a special lady. And so I'm so glad I did the work.
I'm so glad you did the work too, because at the end of the day, guess what? You didn't have to wait for a special holiday. You were able to just embrace who you were all year round, and God was able to fill in those blanks. So we're going to find out what some of those blanks are when we come back. You talked about, and so you'll prepare as to what we're going to talk about when we get back from the break. You talked about the bar exam. It wasn't just an easy journey for you, because I heard some things that it took some time. So when we come back, I want you to talk to us about how your bar exam and that journey took place. Okay?
I'll do that.
All right. Looking forward to it, everybody. We're talking with Dr. Fred Jones today about how he found love after the age of 60. Here, if you have not heard of Kenneth Snow and the Snow Legal Group, you are missing out on something special. He recently won a huge case where he was able to get a murder conviction overturned, and the man is now back with his family after spending 5 years in prison wrongfully accused. So I'm going to let you learn more about attorney Kenneth D. Snow now.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, and we are back with Dr. Fred Jones. Again, if you want to reach out to Attorney Snow's office, all you have to do is call 704-358-0026 and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. So, Dr. Fred, tell us about your journey with the bar exam.
Well, the bar exam, of course, is the exam that's given to law school graduates who have finished law school. And you don't become a practicing attorney until you pass the bar exam. Well, I decided, I don't know, I think I was 31 or somewhere in my 30s when I decided to go to law school. And I got in law school. It was just like a miracle for me to even get in law school, because I believe I got in law school back then without an LSAT. I didn't have my LSAT score. God gave me just favor to get in law school. I was determined to get in law school. But so let's fast forward that. And but before that though, I failed a course in English in undergrad. And I said, I can't become a lawyer because I failed English. I had to take English over, because I didn't pass the standardized test. I had a C in the class. So I went back and took a class at LSU in Baton Rouge, and I made a B in that class. And that teacher said, Fred, you can be attorney. You're a great writer. I said, hey, thank you. Go to law school, got past law school, got a divorce while I was in law school. That kind of went.
That slows a lot of things down, I'm sure.
It'll cause a little crash.
Right.
Took the bar exam. The bar exam is a 3-day exam. It's given 2 times a year, and it's 8 hours a day. And back then it was a handwritten exam. So I take the bar exam the first time. I get the letter in the mail. Dear Mr. Jones, we regret to inform you, you failed. And it's like, oh my God. And everybody knows it hurts to fail the bar. And
it hurts to fail a regular old test talking about the bar.
Yeah, you're correct. I failed the bar February, failed the bar in July, and then I kept, and it just failing. Failed 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And by now I was like, oh, just devastated. And then I had a colleague that really wanted me to pass, and we worked together. And she's like, Fred, you're going to sit down and you're going to learn this. And Margaret from Lake Charles, and she helped me and helped me study. And then sure enough, the next time I go in, and I was able to pass the bar on the 7th.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you.
Yeah. Time number 7. And now I'm a member of the Louisiana State Bar. I'm a member of the United States Supreme Court Bar. And I've written books for law classes. I published a book, Business Law and Ethics, Developing Analytical and Critical Thinking Skills, a book that was used for many years at Kennesaw State University, right outside of
Way to go. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Dr. Jones. Wow. So you finally, with the help of Margaret, thank you so much. Shout out to you, Margaret.
Yeah.
And it definitely is a blessing when people come alongside you and help you reach your goals and believe in you enough to not give up on you on your journey. So thank you, Margaret.
Yeah.
Because as a result of that, you've been a blessing to the world, and you're blessing many future attorneys to come, like Cassandra Davis backstage. She's in law school too right now. At the age of 51. I don't think she minds me yelling that out anymore, right? Okay, 51 years old.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, so now you went on, you've done all of these professional things. You're saying you're a worthologist. Yeah. What is a worthologist? What is that?
Well, that term came along after me going through those classes for healing the sexually broken.
Oh, okay.
After I went through those classes, I then got into coaching in 2014, and I reached out. I heard this lady. She was a lady coach, and she's like, my minimum wage is $997 an hour. I'm like, did she say $997? She said $997. I'm like, I got to figure this out. So I signed up and started working with this coach. And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty impressive. So I come to Atlanta, Georgia to a conference. And who's there? All women. It wasn't about 3 or 4 men out of about 500. And I was one of those men. Now, the thing that's unique about that is I've been through classes for about 7 or 8 years for healing the sexually broken. So I'm in this audience of all these women, and I may as well have been a monk or a nun, because that didn't make any difference to me, because I had learned how to be amongst people and value women. Okay. And so this Miss America came up on the stage, and the lady says, what is the biggest challenge of being Miss America? She said, feeling unworthy. And something went off on the inside of me. No, you're worthy because of your love for God. God has made you worthy. I left that event saying, wow, wow, wow. Women of worth, women of wealth, women of just wow. Held a wow conference, and I was walking down the hall at Louisiana College one day, and it hit me. Unworthy is the opposite of worthy. And if we are worthy, we have worth. And back then, these ologies, people were doing meology and different ology. There's putting ologies to these words. And I'm like, worthology. That's right. It. Worthology. It's a concept that means, for me, I redefined the word, trademarked it. Worthology means your value is unlimited.
Your value is unlimited, everybody. Your value. And this is some tips right here for single people that are still single up in age. Your value
is unlimited.
Unlimited.
Your worth is without measure. Your value is unlimited. Your worth is without measure. But the last part, and I want to just umbrella it, but your price is what you're willing to accept.
Ooh, and this is not just for single, this is single, married, dating, this is everybody. Okay, this is incredible. Your value is unlimited, your worth is without measure, and your price is what you
are willing to
accept. Okay, we're gonna put that on the board. I'm just taking my own personal notes, like I'm over here in school. Dr. Fred Jones, you're not supposed to have the host over here with a pen taking notes and stuff. This is good stuff.
I just try to help everybody I talk to, and every time I open my mouth, my goal is to add value. So as a result, I teach high achieving women, all women and people, how to stop giving discounts on who they are.
Wow. Okay. All of this is flooding into the comment sections, everybody. Your value is unlimited. Your price.
Worth is without measure.
Your worth is without measure. Put that one. And the price of your worth is what you are willing to accept. Okay. That's good. All of those are in the comment section for you guys. So now you remained single for quite some time.
Long time.
For a long time. Do you want to put a number on that? It was 10 years?
It was 25 or 30 years.
25, 30. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I was 23, 24 when I got married. I was only married about 7 years. So I married at 30 and I got married at 60. Remarried at 60. Oh yeah. I was unmarried for more than 30 years.
Wow. Well, Paula Shavar says, I needed this today. Come on, stop giving discounts.
Yeah. I would love to unpack that one. Yeah, how women give discounts. Now, this is what's so powerful. Oh my God. You want me to go there?
Yeah, of course. Look, you're about to make me, I'm about to lay back in my chair, lay down like I'm watching a movie. Go ahead.
God designed woman to have everything she need in her to attract what he has designed for her. Notice keyword attract. God put in woman everything she needs to attract what he has for her. But what happens is when women make it too easy for men, part of a man's manhood is cut off. I'll just say it that way. A man's manhood fall when a woman does not make him rise to the level of challenge that's necessary for him to find her. And if a woman is struggling with low energy, neediness, or lack of confidence, then she becomes low-hanging fruit. And the man doesn't have to do much of anything to just grab that fruit. God made woman so that a woman would make a man jump higher than anything else in life. When a woman is walking in the fullness of who God has called her to walk in, then she has within her what she needs to make her man jump as high as he can jump. And if a woman is not making a man jump and reach higher, then she's probably done lowered her value.
Woo, so true, Adrian said. My goodness. Oh my gosh. People said, I hear you. Lots of praise, praise, praise. Teach. They want you to teach. Continue to teach, sir. Come on here. Come on. That's what I know. That's how Pastor Bliss is saying that.
Yeah,
and Sadie Jones, my aunt, says your value is unlimited. Your price is what you are willing to accept. So true. I tell my daughter this all the time. Confirmation for sure. Yeah. Wow.
And this doesn't come with an edge on it. It doesn't come with an arrogance, but it comes when a woman is secure, it comes with a sweetness, a softness, and a strength. Now, as I'm talking about all of this, only thing I have in my mind is Loretta.
Okay, y'all. Let me wait a minute. Let me just go back for a second because everybody gonna know what's going on. They'll be like, what? All he can see. I'm gonna tell y'all who he can see the whole time he talking about this. Everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all like, oh, this sounds like nice poetry, soliloquy, all this stuff right here. But all he thinking about is this right here. This right here, who he talking about, thinking about.
Yeah.
This beautiful, lovely queen, Loretta Jones. Okay, keep on talking to us though.
I want to give everybody a word. Ladies, I want to give you a word. Safe. Ask God to make you a safe place for your man's heart to rest. When I met Loretta, I knew I had found a safe place. And the safetiness of her demeanor, and the safetiness of her mannerism, it caused me to go all in. It caused me to go all out. Because this idea that men don't talk, that's a lie. We will talk. We do talk when we can find a non-judgmental, a non-critical, a safe place that we can just be who we are. And that's what a man's looking for. And when I found her, I came to Birmingham and I'm like, oh my God. Kim, I was ready to get married again in about 2 months then, okay? But
it wasn't Christmas time, was it?
It wasn't Christmas. No, it wasn't Christmas. This one went to the altar. This one went to the altar.
Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, listen, we have to take a quick commercial break, but we're going to come back. We're talking with Dr. Fred Jones about how to find love after the age of 60. He's going to be sharing some specific tips with you all, which he's already been dropping lots of knowledge about our value, our worth, and the price that comes with that. If you are single and looking for love, learn how to be a worthologist, according to what Dr. Fred Jones is saying. So we're going to learn now about Snow Legal. I mean, I already talked about Snow Legal, which I want you to call them, but we're going to learn right now about Silver Shield Security. Silver Shield Security offers state-of-the-art equipment. They offer a free doorbell camera and all kinds of great customer service. And whenever you reach out to them, let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show did refer you to them. But let's learn more about their services now.
It's not just another day, it's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, and we are back with Dr. Fred Jones. And before you tell us about your lovely wife, I do want us to hear specifically, how did you even find out about this Loretta? Where was she? How did you find out about her?
Wow, what a setup. What a setup. So here I am in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Let's go back to Atlanta. And I am floundering. I am struggling. I am taking the Georgia bar. So I meet these two young ladies and their husbands. They would come to this bar. It was doing a class for a bar exam.
Okay.
Class. And these ladies came and they would come with their husband. Their husbands would drop them off and they would come in. And one day I decided to meet the two young ladies. And I'm like, who are you guys and where y'all from? We're from Louisiana. Louisiana? We went to LSU. LSU? So sure enough, two young ladies, Sheree and Shantae, and they were just precious people. I mean, I felt like I was like a big brother to them or something, you know, because I'm like from Louisiana and I was living in Atlanta, and we bonded. Sure enough, we get through the bar exam and do all that stuff there. And then I'm teaching law at Kennesaw, and I knew that one of the young ladies, they were twins, wanted to teach at Kennesaw, and she reached out to me in some kind of way. We connected, and I got a chance to hire her to work with me at Kennesaw. So that was Sheree. So Sheree and I began to work together at Kennesaw. She was teaching law, and I was a professor over there. And so
Sheree,
yep, that's Sheree. And so Sheree began to teach law for me and with me. And then after a couple of years or some period of time went by, she says, Fred, she says, I want you to meet my mama.
Wait. Okay, so Shantae,
Sheree.
So it was Sheree that Sheree is the one that said she wants you to meet the mama.
Yeah.
Now, where did Shantae come in to the play?
Okay, Shantae is the sister. Shantae was in Birmingham. Okay, Sheree was living in Atlanta. Okay.
Okay.
Shantae was still in Birmingham.
So Shantae was still in Birmingham. You hadn't really dealt with her that much.
We didn't interact that much. Shantae and I didn't know each other as well. Sheree and I.
Which, remember, everybody, they are twins. Just so y'all know, identical. So that's why when you see one picture, you're like, huh? What's happening to me? They're identical twins. Okay. And they're gorgeous, as you can see. Let me put their pictures again. There you go. Yeah, and they're identical twins, and they're drop dead gorgeous, right? And you're like, okay, they're nice, they're sweet, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, they're very positive, and and Sheree was doing a great job teaching, and I had gotten to know Daryl, and I'd gotten to know Ramon. They're both of their husbands. I got to know both of them. And so Sheree, one day, we were in the copy room. She's like, Fred, I want you to get to know my mama. I want to introduce you to my mama. These are my exact words. I say, hell, girl, you don't want me to meet your mama.
Oh, yeah, he's like, no.
Oh, no. You don't want me to meet your mama. I ain't no good for your mama at all. Not now. No. And at that time, that was when I was going through those classes. I was going through those classes, living waters. You know, I was getting well. I was going in there confessing, falling down, getting up. I was going through those classes. I was working on me. I said, you don't want me to meet your mama. Not now. No. And I didn't. I did not meet her mom. And then, so fast forward about 5 or 7 years later, some years later, I'm in Louisiana. I done graduated now from the classes. I've been in those classes about 7 years. And by then, God had just done so much in me. I was like loving manhood. I learned what it was to be a man. I wasn't dating nobody. What was important to me was my credibility and honoring God totally with my body completely. And so one day I get this call, and I knew Sheree wanted to write a book and everything. And so we've been working on that project together. And so Sheree invited me again, I believe. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, she invited me again to come to Birmingham. And I said, okay, all right. And I'll get to meet your mom. Okay, all right, okay. So she invited me to come to Birmingham to
Wait,
meet.
you hadn't seen. Wait, I got to start Dr. Jones for a
Yes,
second.
ma'am.
You all fast forwarded. I need
Yeah.
a break for just so I can ask a quick question. At this point, Dr. Fred Jones, you had not even laid eyes on their mom yet.
That is correct. I had
So you didn't know Loretta, at this beautiful queen. You weren't like, I gotta really, I'm just kind of faking the fun. I really can't wait to see her. I think she's adorable. You hadn't seen this woman, anything. All you had dealt with was the daughter. And you were like, okay, I'm coming eventually. Years have passed. You're still working on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go to Birmingham to meet Sheree, Dr. Sheree, Dr. Shantae, and their spouses. And then you're gonna just happen to meet the woman, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
11/15/2013. That's when we met. November the 15th, 2013. That was the day we met. So I come to Birmingham.
Type that, Cassandra.
Yeah. 11/15/13.
She said, yeah.
Get that down tight. I come to Birmingham, and sure enough, I come to Sheree and Daryl's house. I knew Daryl and Sheree, as I said, and then I meet Loretta, and I'm like, wow, okay, cool. We sit out in the parking lot. We go out and we sit in the parking lot at Sheree's house, and we begin to talk. And can I tell you?
Yes.
Mind you now, I was into this transparency is the new prosperity. I was all into transparency. I was all into authenticity. I was healed. I was ready because I wanted to do the right thing. Now, here was the kicker, and I'm about to help somebody. Oh, this is so good. I
just tagged your daughters too. I don't know how to tag your sons.
I feel the Holy Ghost on this one.
Come on now. Wait. Let me bring you over. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna share this. When a man comes into a situation, there's a healthy level of respect that he needs to have in order to embrace and receive that woman in the fullness. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. I had a healthy respect for Ramon, Daryl, Sheree, and Shantae. I respected them.
Right.
As a result, I wasn't coming to Birmingham to do anything shaky. I wasn't coming to Birmingham to play. I wasn't coming to Birmingham to be in and out. I came to Birmingham on a mission, and the mission was for marriage. I knew I wanted to be married. Okay. And so when I approached Loretta, my approach was in such reverence.
Wait. How did you? I gotta come back. How did you even come to Birmingham on a mission to get married, and you hadn't even met the mother? Is it because you would have technically, if the daughters were old enough? I'm just going to what the spirit is kind of putting in my spirit, and you tell me. I may be way off, because what you had already seen in the daughter was enough compelling and draw for you to know that whoever they were going to introduce you to had to be somebody wonderful. Is that so? You were coming with the marriage mission for that reason, even though you had never met Loretta, or what? What was it?
No, I was prepared. When I went to that class in 2006, when I enrolled in that class, my Living Waters, 2006 in Atlanta, 2006 to 2013. Now I'm getting my day. I got the timeline right now. I knew then that I wanted to get well and position myself for marriage. Right. So if I met anybody after that time, I was meeting them for marriage, but I took those years to get ready. So when I came to Birmingham, I knew I'm prepared to talk to somebody seriously about marriage.
Because you're whole now.
I'm whole now.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm ready now. I'm growing up. I'm well. At least I'm on the other side of it enough that I can hold my ground. Okay, I can hold my ground. So when I came into the situation, I came with that expectation that I'm prepared for that, and I knew I didn't want to do anything that would compromise me, nor her, nor them. And when I say them, I'm talking about the people around me. Talking about the family.
Right.
I've been in enough brokenness. I've been in enough compromise that I didn't want to do anything that would cause the structure of this family to be set back. So when I came serious. I was ready. And
Okay.
I only had spoken to Loretta once, though. I spoke to Loretta, I believe I had spoken to Loretta after Sheree and Shantae passed the bar in Georgia. That was some years ago. And when I heard her, I could hear the kindness in her voice. I knew her spirit felt right from years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I am loving this story. Okay, y'all. So needless to say, wow. You get there to Birmingham.
I get there. Oh, I
Tell
get
us.
there. Oh, we go out and we sit in the car and we begin to talk. And I'm at this place of authenticity, transparency, and so forth. And she shared with me that night, as transparently as she could, her story. And I'm here to tell you, from that moment, I was like, in. And me, being typical me, I'm on the fast track. Boom, doo, 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 doo. We're going to get married. We're going to get married. And I hit the fast track button. And I was ready to just, let's do this. Let's do this.
Wow.
And sure enough, about less than 5 months, 6 months, maybe been a year. I'm not sure how long it was. Crash.
What do you mean? What happened?
I told Sheree and Shantae, this is not working. This is not going to work.
Oh, wait. This is like a real movie. I was not everybody. Did anybody else expect that? If you did not see what he just said coming, put a 3 in the comments, because I did not see that. I didn't even know this. Something crashed?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Commercial break.
Yeah.
Commercial break. When we come back, we're going to find out exactly what crashed after 5 months of, he was already prepared for marriage and ready for this journey. And something happened. What happened? We're going to learn when we come right back after this commercial break. Let's learn more right now about Hunter-Everage Law Firm. And if you're dealing with any kind of Social Security, disability, SSI, workers' comp, make sure you reach out to Hunter-Everage and let them know that Kim Jacobs sent you their way. Why?
My father had 4 of his fingers amputated in a workplace accident. It was the first injured individual I represented. And I knew I had to win that case. When someone walks into my office and they've been injured, I know what they're going through. If you've been injured at work with Hunter-Everage. We've got the experience, so let us help you.
All right, everyone, we are back with Dr. Fred Jones. And again, make sure you reach out to Hunter-Everage Law Firm. Let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. Their phone number, 704-377-9157. And you can even share your case with them right through Facebook Inbox Messenger as well. All right, Dr. Fred Jones, tell us what happened. What crashed?
Well, I'm a quick start. My personality type is quick and fast. And so I just like, everything was just like right and moving. But as we begin to talk and get to know each other, mind you, she's in Birmingham, I'm in Pineville, Louisiana. So the relationship is long distance. A lot of communicating on FaceTime and Zoom and so forth. But so we were communicating, and we just ran into a bump where I felt like we weren't communicating in a level that gave me the comfort that I needed to go forward. And so one day I had to do one of the hardest things that I could ever dream of. And that was, it was hard for me to say to Sheree and to Shantae that this is not working. And I think I managed to say that to them. I did. I know I did. I remember us having that conversation.
Oh man, but they already done fell in love with you, and they're thinking, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not one of the twins, so I'm just imagining. Yeah. Oh no, this gonna work.
Yeah. They and so after that, the thing that was powerful. I want to tell you something that was powerful.
What?
And I want to say this right here. Sheree and Shantae managed to I'm going to just say, stay in their lane. They did not say anything to me.
Beautiful.
They did not uh, pressure me. They did not. They managed. They asked a few questions, and I, to this day, respect them for that.
Oh,
I respect them for that, and their husbands. They asked some questions. What happened? What's going on? What's going on? And I answered their questions, but at no time did they do or say anything to me
good.
that caused me to run away, per se.
Right.
Now, here's the kicker. Loretta and I never stopped talking, but our talking was underground. Why? Because the daughters both have 2 children. Okay? There are 4 kids here. And
Okay.
I knew that I didn't want to be in and out in front of the kids.
Right.
So I knew that if we were going to be on and off, I couldn't be on and off in front of the kids. So we went undercover. Loretta's mother passed, and I couldn't, and we were talking, and I couldn't in there. Loretta graduated, got a master's degree. I encouraged her, supported her along the journey there. I did not go to the graduation.
So you were underground dating her.
Underground dating, we did that for about 2 or 3 years.
And you all both agreed that we're
Yeah.
going to do this until we know what we're really going to do.
That's exactly what we agreed. We agreed that we were going to do this until we really got to get this figured out. And so-
This right here best sums it up. Say what?
Yeah.
Say what? That's
Yeah.
what Adrian Blunt just says. Say what? Because
Yeah.
I mean that how did you go from I'm here on a mission to marry to now you're not necessarily the one I'm thinking I'm going to marry and we're going to take a sabbatical and start dating underground? How did that happen? What in the world?
Well, I never forfeited my mission. My mission was marriage, and hers also. She desired to be married as well. So what we did was made a commitment to each other. A matter of fact, at one point, I said, if there's somebody out there for you better than me, then I pray that person appears. And I said, and if somebody out there better for me than you, then I pray that person appears. So we took this deep friendship dive, a deep dive in friendship. And as a result, I tried to go in a different direction and she tried to go in a different direction. And the person that she was, oh Lord.
Oh, keep it moving, Dr. Fred Jones. You don't even touch on that in this hour. You're like, oh Lord, the man that.
Well, those persons faded by the wayside, both of them. The person that she was gonna was talking to, and the person that I was talking to, that neither one of those panned out. And by then, I'm like, oh my Lord, I better do something.
I was ready to say, because your facial expression showed look like, oh my goodness, what if this happens again and then he creeped through, you know?
Yeah. And it was in that moment, I had a breakthrough moment. Loretta said, you better make a decision because you're going to mess around here and lose out on you're going to mess around here and lose out.
And she said that with her Birmingham voice, you're going to mess around and miss out on this. That's what she said. You're going to mess around and missed out.
Mm-hmm. And it was in that moment. It was in that moment when she said that. And that was that jumping moment. That was that leaping moment. That was that moment where, okay, it's put up or shut up. And sure enough, we made our decision. We began to move forward. And then after that, we just told the daughters we getting married.
And they had no idea.
They did not have any real idea. You are right.
That is a trip. So let's put some of these pictures up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put these pictures up of what happened next in your life.
Yeah.
Here we are on. Tell us about this lovely day.
Yeah. That was a beautiful day. 2020. That was beginning of the pandemic. Okay, we got married in February 2020, the first weekend of February here in Birmingham. That's us up there on the top there. My two sons, Freddie and John, on the ends. Freddie and John on the ends there. And then the grandkids in front, and there are the daughters. And down at the bottom, those are my siblings there, Loretta and I with my siblings. But that's the family up top there. Charles and Barbara, the two that married us right there. And there she is right there.
And that's you know these beautiful daughters that she already had, right?
Yeah.
That you knew she was raising twin daughters that are, and tell them what the twin daughters are officially, because I've had them on the show before, but twin daughters that are identical twins.
Yeah. Sheree and Shantae are the only identical twin judges to ever sit on the bench in America or any other country or continent in the world that I know of. According to my research, it has never happened in the history of the legal system anywhere in the world where identical twins sit on the bench and preside as judges at the identical same time. I know they're the only two African-American judges to ever do that anywhere in the world.
Wow.
But not only are they the only two African-Americans, I think they're the only two women to ever do that anywhere in the world. The only two people to ever do that anywhere in the world. So Loretta is just a giant in her own right.
Yes, she is. And then tell us about these other two young men, Fred and Jonathan, because they had to come on this journey too. You were raising sons, right? So tell us about them.
In the top right-hand corner, none other than saxophonist, creative artist, Mr. Fredrick Jones Jr. Freddie is a phenomenal guy, you know. He's incredible, genius, and it's all right. Jonathan down there, best-selling author, speaker, podcast master. If you want to know how to start a podcast, you want to reach out to Jonathan Jones. Those are my two sons there, and that's our blended family right there. Shantae would be number 1, Sheree is number 2, Freddie is number 3, and Jonathan is number 4. Loretta,
and I want to put them up individually, like I did the twins. Tell us again one more time. I'll have him up exclusively.
Yeah, Freddie is a creative. He's a very creative guy, saxophonist, a genius in musical guy. He loves public service. He loves serving and helping people. And that's Freddie right there. Jonathan, he's a speaker. John loves podcasting. He helps people, athletes, young athletes in college start their own podcast. He's a speaker. He's definitely active in social media. John done some phenomenal things on the internet.
Awesome. They're very handsome and beautiful. Beautiful women, handsome men, and a gorgeous queen wife of yours. And so what tips do you have for people that are on this they're single and they're like older, because many of the people on here today, they are older, and they're saying, hey, what can you advise us to do as we are looking to still find love at an older age? Any tips?
Don't rush. You might think you're running out of time. Don't rush. Don't rush the process. That's number 1. Don't rush. Okay. Number 2, trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Trust your inner spirit. Okay. And just know that if it's not quite right, then you're better off alone. Okay. Oh my gosh. Here's one. I'll just read from my notes. Is that all right?
Yes, please. Because everything you're saying is helping everybody.
Don't go looking for sex and money. Biggie. So
right now he said, don't rush.
Don't rush.
Trust your gut, which we're going to put these points up. And don't go looking for sex.
Yeah. I'll come back to that one. Be as honest as you can up front. You will save time, energy. Be as honest as you can up front. Matter of fact, I used to tell Loretta this. You should try to kill the deal up front.
Okay, you need to unpack that, like that's your word.
Put the relationship to the test. Genuinely put it to the test. And if a man really wants something, nothing will stop him. Just keep that in mind. If a man really, really wants you, you say, follow me. When someone wants you, you can do no wrong. When they don't want you, you can't do a darn thing right.
That's the point, right?
That's the point. Yeah.
Like my grandma Clark, she 96 when she passed. She said, that's about the size of it right there, baby.
Yeah.
That's about the size of it. And then she said that all the time. If you say something that made sense to her, and she was like, right there, that's about the size of it. If you got somebody that love you, you can do everything right. You the apple of their eye. If they want to get away from you some kind of way, or they tired of you, or whatever the case may be, you can't do nothing right. Everything gets on their nerves. It's aggravating and blah, blah, blah. That's about the size of it. Go ahead, Dr. Fred.
Avoid secrets. Now, you have to have some wisdom and sensitivity here. But at the end of the day, avoid secrets. What I did was I've always, even to the family, I put my biggest mistakes out up front. I put the most shameful things I've ever done out, so that once I got past that, then I could be all right with me. So do your best to put, you are as sick as your secrets.
You are as sick as your secrets. That's
You are
a
as
whole
sick as
book.
your secrets. Yeah.
You didn't write that book yet?
No.
Please write that, Dr. Fred Jones.
Yeah.
We heard it right here on the Kim Jacobs Show from the worthologist, Dr. Fred Jones himself. We are as sick as our secrets. My goodness. Wow. Okay. Whoa, that's right, Adrian. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That's pretty much it there. Prepare and have something. Make sure you're prepared and that you got something that, when you are getting ready to go. And most people in their 60s got something or close to it. You got some wisdom and you got a whole lot of things. You probably got more than you realize you got. I'll give you one more. Be careful getting all of your advice from your girlfriends. You need a man's perspective on this thing.
That's so good.
Yeah, you need a man.
Oh my goodness. You need a man's perspective if you're dealing with a man about some issues and things that you have going on. You heard it from Dr. Fred Jones right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Wow. Okay, be prepared, have something to give. This is all good stuff. We're putting all of these right here in the comments. Listen, we just have a few more minutes with Dr. Fred Jones. So I want to make sure I go to some of the studio audience comments. People have been saying stuff and they'll be like, Kim, you didn't even put our comments up right today. You are sick as your secrets. I see you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I see you. You are as sick as your secrets, Paula said. They're just typing what you said. Hey, good stuff. Oh, hey, good point, Fred.
Sheree.
He's had nothing but wonderful things to say about you, Sheree.
Yeah.
Okay, not looking for sex or money. That's really good. Yes, honesty is the key.
Yeah.
Not rushing, waiting. Great advice. People said, beautiful family you have. Beautiful blessings to you and your family. My mommy's on and she said, beautiful family. Beautiful blended family. My brother said, awesome. My aunt says, she says, very special ladies. Love it. Wow. That's so awesome. Beautiful ladies, beautiful family. Lots of comments. They put your date that you met
right there.
Like the Queen Loretta.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see more comments. I'm trying to get to all your comments. Lots of threes. Whenever I told people to put the threes, people were like, we did not see that coming. And they went underground dating. Oh, so lots of responses there too. Yeah. Powerful. Pastor Fred Henderson is actually up in age as well, like ourselves, and he has found the love of his life. And her name is Dr. Yolanda Jerry, who is his wonderful queen. She graduated from my program where I offer people how to actually start their own shows from scratch. And guess who her first guest was that she interviewed when she went live? It was her Boaz, Pastor Frank Henderson. So she has a show, the Dr. Yolanda Jerry Show, and Pastor Frank Henderson also has a show as well. And it talks about being big and thinking big and going beyond dreaming big. So glad to have you on today, Pastor Henderson. Let's see. Any more comments?
Big, built in God, huh?
Built in God. My aunt typed a whole paragraph and she's a senior citizen too. So she said, I am married But Dr. Jones, if I was single, your nuggets are powerful information and a roadmap to happiness and learning how to love. Thank you for sharing your lovely life story. You and Loretta were meant to be. That's God's plan. Thank you, Aunt Sadie, so much for being on today. 100% agree with you. Okay, lots of people commented. Okay, I think I got all the comments. I tried my best. Dr. Jerry's Tribe, yes, hashtag that, yes. Thank you, Kim. And that's Dr. Yolanda Jerry herself saying that she's also found the love of her life in Pastor Frank Henderson. So this is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, yes. My bae, my king. Okay, they starting to date. They in the studio audience, Dr. Fred. And both of them in the studio audience, so they getting ready to date right there on the show. They like, hey, baby. They talking about us right now. It's like, y'all go home now until y'all get married and get a room somewhere. What's any closing comments or thoughts, Dr. Fred? A couple of things. You offering something free to our studio audience. So tell us what you're offering.
Oh, sure. Many of you out there probably wanting to write a book or publish a book, and you're looking for some help in how to get started, and you're wondering if your story is worth it. I can tell you now it is. But I want to offer you a free class. It's called How to Write and Publish Your First Book and Make It a Bestseller. And that is go to drfredjones.com/class. drfredjones.com/class. It's a book writing and publishing course that'll help you get started. It's totally free.
It's totally free, y'all. Everybody which is everybody, because we all have a story to tell. We all have a journey that we're all walking on. It's a free class. And you get the opportunity to learn from this man, this worthologist, that's going to help you identify your own worth and value by teaching you how to write your own first book. So you can't miss out on that opportunity. It's drfredjones.com/class. All right. Any closing point that you want to make? It's been so much that's been shared.
Yeah, well, I'd just like to say to everybody out there, the wait will be worth it when God brings you the person that he has for you. And I just want to thank Loretta and just tell her how much I love her and appreciate her. And I wish she was here with me because we could really tell this story tight.
Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all, he's trying to get some brownie points. He like, Lord, when I go back and play this episode, I know one thing I closed on was, baby, I talked about you. I talked about a lot of things on the show, but I want you to know that I closed out on talking about you.
Yeah.
You want those brownie points, right, Dr. Fred?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And then, Dr. Fred, there's something that nobody hardly knows about you, right?
What's that?
Okay. Because he seems like a pretty serious guy, right?
What's that?
As we prepare to close out, just give me about like 5 minutes max here. Put a 5 in the comments if you want to know something that Fred Jones, Mr. Professional himself, who's very straight and narrow, the bar exam, so all of these different things, newly married. Don't you want to know? Put a 5 in the comments. Something that people wouldn't typically know about him. Okay, I see 1 5. I see 2 5s. I need some more 5s. I'm like, okay, 5. Okay. I see some 5s popping in. So, Dr. Fred, tell everybody.
Tell them
something that they wouldn't just typically know if they're coming to your class, learning all this professional stuff. Tell us something.
I love country music. But my baby just called me on the phone. From the sound of her voice, I simply have no choice. I left something turned on at home. I just put in the jukebox. A little bit more. It ain't halfway through my favorite song. Just a little bit more. But if I don't leave right now, my whole house might burn down. Because I left something turned on at home. One more round. It ain't the stove. It ain't the heater. She's hotter and a whole lot sweeter. And all day long, she's been there alone. I'm out, man.
That's it. He coming home to you, Loretta. He coming home, baby. He gonna be there because he left something turned on, and it's this lady right here named Loretta Jones. He left Loretta Jones turned on at home. All right, everybody. Make sure you all know that the Kim Jacobs Show, we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. If you would like to continue to see great programming like this, I encourage you to make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on those notification bells and make sure it's on all. Go back and watch this episode. You can watch it on YouTube. You can share the professional YouTube link with all of your friends around the world. And also continue to support the program by being an online financial contributor. Dr. Fred Jones dropped the after party clip for the Patreon members. So you don't want to miss it. If you're not a part of the monthly Patreon membership, make sure you join that too. All right, everybody. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. We have some experts that's going to be talking about credit repair. They're going to be talking about bringing some sunshine into your life, talking about domestic violence survival. And also, who else is on? I don't know. I got one more person that I'm not naming, but I know they're going to be here, and there are experts as well. And we're going to be talking about things that's happened all week long, some trending topics. So let's make sure we are in our virtual seats. I know you're typing, Cassandra, to tell me who's on, but okay. So let me just look at the flyer because I don't want to leave one of our experts off. So let me just look real quick because that's the right thing to do. And then I know that I didn't overlook anyone. Okay, give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you who the, oh yeah, Ken Canyon. He was a part of the Biggest Loser competition. He's going to be on here on the Kim Jacobs Show tomorrow. Dr. Lysandria Hill, Vicki L. Evans, and Athena Valentine. You don't want to miss tomorrow's episode, everybody. All right, I'll see you at 11 o'clock a.m. Go home to your country queen. Have a great day, Dr. Fred. You are amazing. All right, everybody, we're going to close out, and y'all have a great day. Stay backstage, Dr. Fred. I'll see you in a second. Thank you, Dr. Sheree and Dr. Shantay, and all of you all, Fred and Jonathan and Loretta, and all of you in the studio audience. You're amazing. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. God bless you. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of the Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show.